think we might be live. Hi, guys. Are we live? Oh, I didn't do our intro. Oh, well. No intro tonight. Special show.
Oh, no.
Mute. There we go. We got the echo.
It is.
She tried her best to mute.
And I just gave up and exited out of it. It does not want to let me bring it up.
It's all good.
I'll try again and mute it.
We're going with the flow tonight.
Yes,
There's no
we
planets
are.
in retrograde. We cannot blame anything but
Nope.
human. You know, it's all good. Thank you guys for hanging with us. I'm so excited. It's our Venus Moon live show with a super special guest. I can't wait for you guys to get to know her a little bit better. But while you guys come in and hang out with us, be sure to say, hey, Megan, I see you. Christine, sending love. I hope you're doing well over there. And everyone else tuning in, be sure to say hi. If you're watching, where are we? This way, over Katie's head, and there's no red live sign. That means you're watching the replay. That's totally fine too. Still watch along because you never know. These readings might resonate with you still. You might be here for a reason to meet Catie and see all of her amazing offerings. So still watch along. If you're listening to the podcast, hi, thanks for listening. Enjoy, have fun. So the way that the show is going to work, in a second, I'm going to introduce you to Catie and let her talk a little bit about herself. But before then, I got to tell you about our super awesome grand prize for tonight. So Catie put together a basket. Look, hold this up. It's in a cage right now. I didn't want to see it.
Free it.
Now it's free.
There's a lot of fun stuff.
So sneak peek. I haven't even looked in there yet, but I can already tell it is overflowing with amazingness.
Yes, it is.
Catie hooked you guys up. So the way to win this basket is you're going to share the video and then comment shared. And then you will be entered to win. That easy. I have a little fishbowl here. I have some tickets. I will write your names. And once Catie introduces herself, we're going to do some free readings too. I have my deck. Catie, wait till you hear about the deck that she's working with tonight. You guys are going to be super psyched. So stay tuned too, because we're going to be doing free readings. So lots of fun stuff tonight. We're only on for an hour. It goes by fast. Grab your drink. Let us know what you're drinking tonight. And I will get your guys' shares and pass it on over to Catie. So go ahead and tell them who you are.
Thank you. Thank you, Chrissy. I'm in one of my favorite places, so I'm super excited to be here tonight. My name is Catie. I am the owner of Kata Energy, Kata Energy. I am a Reiki master teacher, and I am also I love to craft, so I like to craft a whole lot of things to go into your home and energize your home. And so one of the things that I've created that I'll be doing readings with tonight is the Story from the Stars Oracle deck. This is the back side of it here. I am a lover of all things in the night sky. So this Oracle deck, it's a 50-card deck based on all the different constellations, planets, anomalies, everything in the night sky, just kind of built around messages that are meant to make their way to you from the sky and everything above us. So very excited to do some readings from that tonight.
Can you believe it? She made her own deck. Like, it's so amazing. And the messages that come through are always like mind blowing. She gave me a reading with it a few weeks ago. I'm still just like trying to process that. And I think you pulled me like the Phoenix card, and
Yes,
still resonating.
Was very relevant.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so that's a little bit about me. I'll talk a little bit more about some other stuff later on, some other things that I created. No, please, the sinuses and everything are just terrible right now. There's another thing that I created that will also be one of our prizes that we'll be giving away in the basket tonight. So we'll touch on that a little bit later on. So a lot more stuff to come, and I'm excited to have you all here tonight and do some readings.
She is a powerhouse. She just scratched the surface of all the stuff that she offers. Like, you guys are going to love her. It's only going to keep getting better. So I see you guys. I got you all in the bowl that commented, shared so far. Keep sharing, keep commenting that you shared. And with that being said, you ready to pull some cards? Are you guys ready? Let's send Catie some love. Throw her some hearts and some thumbs up. Thank you for being our awesome guest tonight.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
We're going to do combined readings. So every month we have a different guest and we bring in different energies. So Katie's going to use her very own magical astrology deck, and we're going to pair it with my OG Rider-Waite deck and get you guys some really cool messages. So the way that this is going to work is we're going to pull codes. The first one on our end to comment with the code will get the readings. Trust, you're going to see yourself first on your end, and that's okay. We are just going to trust the lag and trust the universe, and whoever comes through on our end first will be the one. So, Catie, why don't you pull the first code?
All right, let's get a good one. They're all going to be good ones. Our first one. Oh, I love this. 1111.
Perfect.
1111 is our first code here.
Thank you guys for sharing.
I love to make a wish at 1111.
Right?
That's always fun.
Perfect. And Tabitha Mason, you came through first on our end. So congratulations. So let us know, Tabitha, if you have a specific question or just kind of want to go with the flow. And we're going to start connecting into your energy. And if you get your card first, or if I get my card, we'll just go with the flow and let them kind of tell us what to do.
Yeah, so right now I'm just going to start shuffling them up.
Yeah, Tabitha, just send us your energy.
You're welcome, Tabitha. I'm excited. Let us know if you have a question, if you just want to kind of general go with the flow reading. Go with the flow. All right.
Love it. This is a really good time for readings too, you guys. It's literally the last few days of the winter, going into the spring equinox, going into Aries energy, which is fire and, creation. Everybody's coming out of hibernation now. The last full moon was the worm moon because the worms start wiggling up and, that's what we're all doing and the plants are doing. So it's a great time for a message, and feel free to get started.
And what's also funny, kind of to segue right from that. So for you, Tabitha, I have the Scorpio card, which I'll kind of put that a little bit closer to the camera there. So some of the constellations in this deck are based on the different zodiac constellations. And obviously our Scorpio is based on the Scorpion. And this card is all about going deeper, shedding the old, and growth. So when you think about coming out of this Pisces season, going into the Aries season, approaching a new moon, approaching the spring equinox, all of these energies that are coming together for you right now is really all about not forgetting to release what's no longer serving you as you make way for the new stuff coming to you. So before you get ready to accept all those new things that are coming in your direction, because there's great things that are coming your way, don't forget to take some time spent on release in whatever way serves you, cleansing in whatever way serves you, just to make that space to shed that old, what you don't need anymore, as you get ready as you get ready for the new things that are coming to you.
This is wild that this is the card you pulled, because I pulled the 10 of Wands and it came out reversed. 10s in numerology are all about releasing, clearing, endings, making room for new beginnings. So literally goes hand in hand. That is, your repeated message from the cards. This is the time to clear out that last little bit of energetic clutter, because that's going to open up some new paths for you. If you look at this card, we'll flip it over. They are carrying a heavy load of sticks, and the wands is connected to the element of fire, which we're going into Aries, and fire is our ideas and our projects, our creation. You're ready to create something, but you can't create anything if you're carrying too many sticks at once. And some of these sticks aren't even your own. They're like, Tabitha, can you help me with this? Can you do this? Just piling. And you're like, yeah, sure. You could do a good job with it, but this is your time to really set those boundaries and say, you know what, I empower you to figure it out on your own, and you carry less sticks so that way you can get down to just the one, and that's your magic wand, and that's what's really going to help you create. And you're a Sagittarius, so you're definitely going to, work with that fire energy, and it's all about creation for you right now. You are starting a new job. That's so exciting. Congratulations. Yeah, and boundaries are going to be really important. You can see there's a lot of blue in this card too. That's our throat chakra. So just, you're at a new job. You don't want to give them the impression that you're the doormat and they just pile everything on you. So just staying strong, you want to be flexible and easy, but you also need to set your example of what you expect, and all of that. Make sure that you stay protected in your energy. And as far, even not just the job, but friends and family, all of that. Just really focusing in on your own, because you want to go as far as you can and, really spark this fire to inspire other people with it also. Releasing, though, with this new moon coming up, it's a great time to write down the releases, clear out, so that way when the new moon comes, you have that nice blank canvas to set your intentions.
I love the balance as well of the water that comes from the Scorpio season and the Scorpio side, and balancing that with the fire as well, that's coming from both of the cards together, and thinking about what is that release that needs to happen. Sometimes release and that cleansing can come through fire and also coupled with water. Like those are great kind of pairings together as well. So I really like the emphasis of both of those together in this for you.
Absolutely. Yeah. Like do a little burning ceremony for yourself. Maybe write down the things you want to release and burn it, and, thank that fire, thank those releases. They suck, but, you understand why they happened, and let them just blow away with the smoke. Definitely a good time for clearing the energy. And this came out reversed too, because I feel like some of these wands are your own too. It's not just everyone else piling on. You're Sagittarius, you get some big ideas and you're just like, oh yeah, I want to do this and I want to do this. And it's just a matter of kind of dialing it in and focusing on the one main thing that you want to expand going into the springtime. But that Scorpio wants you to go deep.
Yes.
Very exciting. So hopefully that resonated with you, my love. And thank you guys. Keep on sharing. Tell us that you shared, Candace. I see you.
I think there's some of our codes. We have Kim.
Oh, thank you. I got Kim, but I didn't get Rebecca.
Rebecca shared. Thank you. Thank you.
Right.
Candace. Awesome. And Kim, we see
Kim
you
gotcha.
as well. Awesome.
We are doing awesome, you guys. I hope you're doing awesome. So thank you so much, Tabitha. It's an exciting time for you. Those new beginnings are here, so it's great to just clear out the olds to open up that path even more. All right. Hey, thanks for the hearts, you guys. Sending hearts right back to you. So who wants the next reading? Yeah, I heard sending the hearts get you a better chance to get through. So, and let us know, can you hear us okay? All that good stuff. I didn't. Mic check.
I hope so.
Right.
You're all responding to the things that we're saying.
I think they can hear us, but, gotta be sure. All right. Yes. Oh, I want to give everybody readings. So, Catie, why don't you go ahead and pick another?
Yeah. All right. So we're
going
to
put all the pressure on her.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, good.
Got a
They
good
can
one.
hear us. And keep sharing, you guys. This prize is awesome. You got to be here at the end when we pick the winner, though. So hang in. It's not a long show. We're already 12 minutes in.
For those of you that are just popping in, I'm about to pull out a code. The first person that we see come through with that code in the chat, we will be doing a dual reading for you. Yay! Let's see. Pick one here. 202. 202.
202.
I don't know if that focused
Who's it
at
gonna
all.
be? No, it was a little white
when I
square.
did that, but
Okay.
we'll find out.
Sarah Sullivan. Is this another new
hi.
person coming through?
This is one of my book friends. She's also a fantastic astrology person.
Oh
She's
my
great.
goodness. Well, I'm honored you're connecting in with us tonight and we get to do a reading for you.
Yay.
So Sarah, let us know if you have a specific question or just want to go with the flow. Connect on in.
Shuffle it up for you here. Some of them are sticking to, some of them are already trying to come out. Let us know if you have any thoughts, questions, or general go with the flow, pull a card for you. Open to anything. All right. You already have a card. Are you ready to go?
Yeah,
You go
should I
for
get
it.
started?
Yeah.
All right, Sarah. So here's what I got for you while Katie's shuffling. Ooh, you got the Wheel of Fortune, and it came out reversed. Another 10 card. 10, again, in numerology, 10 is a number of endings and new beginnings, releasing, clearing that clutter to make room for the new opportunities coming your way. Now, in this card's right side up, it's really the card of taking risks, stepping out of your comfort zone. Oh my God, and book club. Look, I love that every little support system around you is reading. Look, can you see that? So you have a great support system both here in this world, in the spiritual world. The snake is a symbol of transformation. So this releasing that you're working on is going to really bring you this new world ahead, transformation time, but shedding that skin is going to be really important and stepping out of your comfort zone. When you see the Wheel of Fortune, it's telling you, take the risk, take the leap. Those uncomfortable moments are going to be the most important in this part of the lesson. When you're like, oh, I don't really wanna, but Christy told me this is that trust that that's the most important part of the lesson. And putting yourself out there, all that blue again, that's throat chakra. So just really using that communication, being authentic to yourself, self-expression, and trusting that you are so divinely supported and also, supported in this realm as well. And now this card did come out reversed because I feel like you might be, maybe there is a risk around you already, something that's kind of calling you to do and you've been a little bit hesitant or blocked around it. And this card's telling you, maybe you have to do some inner work, some shadow work around it. Maybe go back to age 10 because with that 10 coming up, maybe that's the age that needs a little bit of healing where you've been burnt. At that time, you took the risk, you made yourself vulnerable, and then, the rug gets pulled out from under you. So I would say start with age 10 or, the 10 is in the pattern somewhere that needs the healing in order to trust and surrender. And even if the risk doesn't turn out, you're like, oh, I'm going to Atlantic City and I'm going to put $1,000 on red and you lose. But you never know who you're going to bump into right after that. Or, things are just going to play out how they need to. So taking the risk and just being open to whatever the outcome is. When you put your intentions out there, say this or better, kind of leaving it open-ended that it doesn't have to be exactly what your expectation is. You're just kind of open to what the universe is going to bring you. Mm-hmm. And what do you have there?
Yeah, and it's very fitting, again, these two cards kind of coming together. We have Cassiopeia. I'll let that kind of focus in for a second. There we go, which is the king, all about care, defense, and empathy. And so when it comes to the king, so a lot of the constellations in the night sky, they all have a lot of stories with them that link back usually to Greek or Roman mythology. And so this king that this constellation is named after, one of the things he's most prominently known for is defending his queen when she was up against one of the gods. She has her whole own other story. But he was really defensive and protective. And so this card kind of carries a dual meaning of the care, defense, and empathy for those that are around you. Maybe there's somebody in your life who needs a little bit of that protection and support right now. You are a very willing person to kind of pick up that sword and defend those that are around you, but also knowing that it's also okay to lay down your own sword and have some empathy and support for yourself, to lean on those that are around you. Again, going back to that kind of support system idea, knowing that it's okay that the people in your life, they know that they have that support from you, but also during difficult times, you also have that support to be able to lean on them and lay down your sword and rest a little bit when you need to as well. So our king kind of carries both of those with him, of being that really protective defender, having that really strong support of those that he really cares about, and also having that kind of wisdom to know when, okay, I have to rest. I'm going to lean on those that I've always shown that support to. So thinking about that kind of system and that system of growth and that system of support, and in this time for you, those things might be releasing. Are there those that you want to lean on most during this time? And also, are there those that maybe are also in that same spot as you that can use a little bit of support from you too? Goes both ways.
Love it. And I just have to throw out, because it's funny that you're pulling the king, and I felt the male energy around you wanting to say hi. And, it almost feels like he was the king of the castle. Like, I don't know if this is dad, granddad, but, there's just that protector around you with that sword in the other realm, making sure, keeping an eye out, really sending that protection. And I see blue feathers with him. So I don't know if that connects in any way, but just, hold on to him. And if you don't know who he is, you can always ask. But I feel like you might know. And he's just got that very just protective energy. He'll walk into a place 10 minutes before you do, just to kind of scope it out and make sure, and just so much love for you and the family around you. And just had to let you know that, I couldn't ignore him with the king coming through too. Like, I almost feel like Elvis with his energy, the king. So hopefully that made some sense.
The king is in the building for you.
Yeah, right. He's there. Oh, yay. Thanks for sharing, guys. Keep on sharing. And I see you. I want to give you all readings. Hopefully they come through. Candace, I read the message about your cat. I'm so sorry. Come on, pumpkin. You got this.
See. Oh, yes.
Rest
that
of Pisces
release.
Yeah. Just let it go. That's what Pisces is about, is really just that flowing energy. And then once that Aries comes, it's going to be like fireworks. So release what you can over the weekend. Awesome. Thank you so much, Sarah. It was an honor to connect with you. Let's see. Should we do another one? What time is it? Yeah, I think we could squeeze another in, and then we'll let you talk a little bit more. Cool. As long as you're feeling it.
Yes. Let's do it.
All right, you guys, send those thumbs up and those hearts. If you want the next reading, we'll let Catie pick. And if you didn't catch who's sitting next to me, this powerful goddess, make sure you watch the replay, or tomorrow you can listen on the podcast because you're going to want to know. And she's got more to tell you too, so hang in. And keep sharing the video. Comment that you shared because we have an awesome gift to give away at the end. I haven't even seen what's in it, but I'm just seeing a little bit, and it's so exciting.
There's a lot of fun things in it. And so also for those of you popping in, I am going to be pulling out a code. The first person that we see appear that puts that code into the chat, we will do a dual reading for you. So we'll see what comes through for you all today. All right, we have, there's a couple that are sticking together. 707. All right. No, you can't see it. Why do I keep doing that? 707. White square.
All right, Rebecca, you came through. My love, Rebecca, let us know if you have a specific question or just want to go with the flow. And we are going to connect on in.
Rebecca, I'm interested to see what comes through for you today. Rebecca was doing some readings with my deck.
Oh,
so
wow.
I'm interested to see if any of our messages align.
And she's just going with the flow, so
right.
Keeping it nice and open.
This one wants you.
Ooh.
This is a cool one. All right, Rebecca. Do you mind if I?
Please.
All right, I was like, you're shuffling over there.
Jump on in.
So our Corona Borealis, I'm going to put that, where are we? Right here. Let it focus. Yeah. A little bit. There we go. Kind of. So this is our Northern Crown, all about awareness, deception, and perseverance. So this is a crown, again, comes from some of our Greek mythology background, that was placed in the night sky after somebody in mythology went through a whole lot of stuff. She went through a lot. And with this card, some of the messages in that are just being aware of two different pieces. Awareness of something that might be deceiving you, something that might be steering you in the wrong direction. In this particular story, this was a lot of deception of those that she loved, those that she cared about, had like a close relationship with. There was some deception that happened there, and ultimately her perseverance is what kind of got her through that hardship. So it's that kind of dual reminder of just being mindful of things that might be happening around you. It doesn't necessarily have to mean that like a person is deceiving you specifically, just being aware of energies and things that are going on, having that awareness around you, and knowing that when you have that awareness and you recognize something that may not be the full truth that you're used to, having that really strong determination and fire that you have is what's going to kind of help you move through that situation and ultimately help make sure that you are successful and strong, that you continue to have that strength that I know you have inside of you, and knowing, just being aware of everything that is around you, and kind of steering that in a different direction to go towards what might help you in your own perseverance. So that ultimately just kind of awareness of what's happening around you and how you can use that awareness to help you get through difficult times.
I love that for you, Rebecca. I think that, that goes along with your badass type of energy, just keeping that head up and looking around. Mm-hmm. And I actually I'm flipping it because it came out reverse for me. I got the Hermit reverse. And, when the Hermit's right side up, it's a time of isolation, introspective. But when it comes out reverse, it's kind of the opposite of that. It's time, spring. We're coming out of hibernation. And this is telling you, and I feel like you've already been doing so much. So with this Hermit saying, like, now's the time, like, really put yourself out there even more, connect with even more people. You're going to be really expanding even further. Mm-hmm. This is the number 9, the 9th card in the deck. And 9 is the number of the harmonizers. It's really just that, like, utopian type of energy. And that's part of your higher calling, healing yourself so that way you can bring in this harmony to other people, people who have gone through the chaos and gone through the uncertainty and all of that. You are like the Hermit can represent like that guru type of energy, that wise person that people come to see. And when it's right side up, I might say like, seek some higher counsel, seek some guidance. But with this coming out reverse, I feel like it's really validating that this is what you're growing into. You are the guru yourself. You are the one that people are going to come to for the guidance and the information. You've gone through so much. You've gone through the deceit. You've gone through all that. The red flags and what to look out for. And you know, that too, that part of your story are tools in the tool belt. You're going to help so many people with that as well. So, you know, they got the magic wand, they got the lantern, and this is the time to turn this energy right side up. You know, you've done the introspective stuff, you've done the shadow work, and now it's like activation time. So if you weren't busy before, girl, this hermit reverse is saying like, this is the time. And then, you know, combined with this card, just keep the head up, know what red flags to look out for, set your boundaries. You know, in this world, you're going to come across people that you'll understand like, okay, I connected with you and I learned a lesson and I don't need to connect with you again. And that's okay. And, you know, just kind of knowing who to trust and who to talk to and then who to learn from, put it in a nice way, right? So hopefully that made some sense, but it's definitely time to come out of hibernation for sure.
Yeah, and I see that that both of those pieces tend to resonate with you right now. So hopefully, you know, you have taken some of those red flags, and again, like you already have that determination and that fire in you, and like we know that you know what to look for. So I'm glad that you have kind of resonated and identified what some of those might be, and using that perseverance to push through. Like, you got this.
Heck yeah, girl. I love it. So, you guys, let's give Catie a little bit to talk a little bit more about what she's got going on. Well, we're going to do some more reading, so hang in. But this girl's epic. Like, she's got so much cool stuff. Even part of the prize tonight is a special gift from her. So why don't you tell them a little bit about what you got going on, what things you're promoting right now?
Yeah, I will talk a little bit about one of the things that I most recently created that is going to be one of our prizes in our little prize basket tonight as well. So one thing about me, if you haven't already known this or noticed this, I love to read. And so I really wanted to find a way to bring some of my passions together. I love to craft, I love to read, and I'm also really aligned with chakras and just energy in all different ways. And so also kind of in line with our spring equinox coming on Monday, very florally and some things going on. There are different floral pressed bookmarks that I have. There are 7 different ones that are all aligned with all of the different chakras. So each of them have a different, I'm kind of like hold it up a little closer.
Here, I'll do it. You talk.
Awesome. You're great. All of them are different for each of the chakras. So there is a different one aligned with the 7 different colors of the chakras. So for our red one, we have some inspiration for our root chakra. For our orange one here, we have some support for our sacral chakra. For our yellow, we have our solar plexus support. Each of them, as I go through as well, if you notice, they have a different word associated with them that also helps align with that particular chakra. Our green/pink aligning with your heart chakra. And then our blue going into your throat with some expression.
I love that the bottles are all different too. It's so
yes,
freaking cute.
They each have a little bit of a different style to them. The purple being our third eye. And then finally with our white one coming up to our crown. And so there's a little bit more information that goes with each of them and each of the chakras. They all have a different power to them. And so each of them come with that kind of power and emphasis word that aligns with each of those chakras. And so these, they are on sale on my website. I am running a sale on them on Monday, for the spring equinox again, kind of running with some of those flowers that are starting to bloom. And also whoever is our winner of our gift basket for tonight, you also can pick whichever one resonates most with you. When we get there, I'm happy to kind of go through each of them again. If you're not really sure, if you want to throw out your favorite color or just what chakra is speaking to you for tonight, you'll be able to pick which one resonates most with you, and we'll include that as well. So again, I love to craft, and so being able to combine some of my craftiness with some of my other passion areas is always just fun, and I love to be able to bring it to different people. So that's one of the most recent little projects that I did.
They're so stinking cute. I bought a couple. How much are they again?
$7.
$7. Like, what a cute, Scott's right, such a cute gift idea. You know, we got Easter, what a great Easter basket for your little readers, you know, something special. I bought one for Gabby. She's 7. She's going to love it. I haven't given it to her yet, but so
They're
cute.
very fun.
What else? Keep going, girl. You got stuff.
So on my website, which is just Kata Energy, Kata energy.com. There's a bunch of different stuff that's always on my shop. Kind of always just changing it up. Again, I love to craft, so there's always just new things that are popping up all the time. There are some different crystal pendants and crystal jars that are on my website. So if you're ever looking for a little bit of inspiration, the pendants are a little bit smaller, so you can wear those really easily on a chain around your neck or as a bracelet, hanging it in your car from your rearview mirror. Or if you want something a little bit bigger, the jars are great as like a tangible thing to hold during a meditation, just to kind of have it out on a desk or on a shelf to bring you some different energy. All of the crystals and all the crystal products that I have, they are also Reiki charged, so they come with that kind of extra burst of energy to give to you. All of my crystals are also from this lovely shop, the Venus Moon. I use Christie's crystals to create some really great products and things. So they are double supercharged with some fantastic energy.
Those are some happy crystals.
Yes, they are always happy crystals. So yeah, I have a lot of different sets and things on my site. There are different zodiac meditation kits. So if you are somebody who's really aligned with your zodiac sign, or you want to have something for the Aries season going into the Aries season, there are some different kits all about manifesting for each of the zodiac signs. So again, I just really like to bring different ways to energize your space into a lot of different methods and modalities. So take a look at my website and feel free to poke around, see what speaks to you, or send me a message or follow me on Instagram. I'm happy to kind of create custom things as needed, because there's always a lot of different stuff popping up all the time. Have some other ideas that are already brewing up in here that I was just telling Chrissy about a little while ago. So there'll be some more fun stuff popping up soon.
Do you have your simmer pots on your website?
My simmer pots may not be on my website currently. I do also make simmer pot kits.
They're amazing.
I am looking to make some new ones as we go into the spring and the summer. So if they are not on my website, they will probably be back up soon. If you are not familiar with the simmer pot or stovetop potpourri, it's just a little set of different herbs and fruits and just great smelling essential oils that you put on either a stovetop or in a slow cooker with a little bit of water. You just kind of get it to that little simmering point, and it releases some fantastic smells throughout your space, just based on all different nice smelling things for the season. So there will be some spring and summer ones coming up soon, and then some other kind of staple ones that I have. My reading one is my favorite, reading under the covers. It just smells like fall and coziness.
I think that's my favorite too. So good. And it's not just about the smell. It's like, we sage our house or palette or whatever. This is doing the same thing energetically. It's going to bring in the sweet smell and just clear the vibes and put all that goodness out there. Made with love and Reiki and amazing. I highly recommend it. She's in here often doing pop-ups too. So if you ever see Catie, if you see a pop-up with Kata Energy, make sure you run in, because her stuff is so fun. And she's got fun little like mystery bags and all kinds of cute stuff to shop.
Yeah, I will be back in here in a couple weeks. But also, if you go to my website, you'll see other pop-ups and things. If you are in the South Jersey or Southeast Pennsylvania area, that I'm kind of based out of those locations. So most of the physical pop-ups that I do are in those those surrounding areas. But always happy to connect and do some custom things or ship things out as needed.
And did you already talk about the energy work that you do too?
Not yet.
Oh, do you want to save that?
I was like, I can save that and talk a little bit more about that.
We'll keep you in suspense.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. So, anything else you want to add in, or you want to do some more readings?
Yeah, let's do some more readings.
Let's do some readings, you guys. All right. Who would like another reading? So, if you missed it, we're a little blurry, but if you missed it, the way it works is we're going to pull a code, and the first one on our end to comment with the code will get the next reading. So,
I think I'm going to shake her
my
up.
dear,
do you want to pull this one?
No, I like you doing
it. Me too? Okay. All right. Let's see. For this code, we got happy.
Aw.
Feels relevant.
Right. Speaking of how happy we are and our crystals are.
Happy is our code for this one.
So the first one to comment, happy. Yay. Thank you guys for hanging with us. Isn't this so fun? I love this girl.
Love you. It's mutual.
Right. Yay.
It's always so fun.
Ida May, you came through first. So my love, let us know if you have a specific question or if you just want to go with the flow. And if you guys are having lag, if a lot of people are coming in before you, one tip is, number one, Catie says she gets good luck from her laptop. So if you have a computer as an option, or exit Facebook, come back in and go directly to the Venus Moon page and scroll down to like the video on my feed. Sometimes that is a little bit ahead. So if you want to get through, we can probably squeeze in like 2 or 3 more readings after this one. But yay, Ida, let us know, and we're going to connect.
7:34.
She's going with the flow. Love it.
It's going by so fast.
I told you, it goes fast.
Always got to give him the good shuffle.
Ooh.
I love this one too. All right, Ida. So for you, I have the Ursa Major. I'll try to put a little, see if, that one focused a little bit better there. If I go down, the Big Bear. So this message is all about success, remembrance, and a long journey. So Ursa Major, again, also known as the Big Bear, up in the night sky. Ursa Major went through a really, really, really long journey, ultimately to connect back with his family, with his loved ones. And part of that kind of connection in conjunction with the Little Bear, again, has a little bit of a different story to it. The Big Bear, Ursa Major, is always about that kind of big, strong support system, being able to be that support for others on that journey, but also knowing that your long journey that you're on, it may be difficult. There may be trials and tribulations along the way, but you have that ability to be successful and strong in that journey, and making sure that you remember those that have kind of been on that path and a support to you, whether it's somebody that has that really close and strong relationship or just a stranger that you encountered and a random happenstance on your journey, and still they added to that path that you were on. So this message with the Big Bear is really all about knowing that the journey that you're on right now may be a long one. It may be really difficult at some points. It may be really high and some low at some points. Journeys always kind of have those twists and turns along the way with them. And so knowing that ultimately you will come out on top of that, the end of that journey when it is concluded for you, that current path that you're on. You will have that success of the Big Bear, and just knowing that there are those that are going to be along that path for you that will help you out along the way, will give you that support that you need so that when you do come out, it is ultimately that really big success and you live on in the night sky with those that are around you that have supported you. So kind of reflecting back to remember those you've encountered along the way and knowing that your long journey is not over yet, but it will be a successful one when it has concluded.
It's crazy how that connects right in with the card that I pulled. But really quick, astrology. Isn't that the constellation that the North Star is in?
I believe so. It's one of the dippers, and so it's usually they're all kind of connected around. I believe that might be the end point on that one.
Yeah, we can double check, but whenever I think of the North Star, it's about like finding the direction and just keep following that star, no matter how difficult the journey gets, just like keep your eye on that star and it'll guide you the right way. You will never get lost as long as you know where you're looking. And I kind of feel like that, if it is, maybe it's not connected and I'm wrong. But check this card out that came along with it. We got also the Two of Wands, and you can see they're standing at the top of the castle, holding the globe in their one hand and their magic wand in the other hand. They are on a journey. They're really planning it, and she's saying long journey because in this card, the sky is gray. It's not exactly clear where this journey is taking you. Mm-hmm. Are you even on it yet? But you are. Even the planning phase is part of the journey. But this person holding the globe in one hand, it's telling you that the possibilities are really endless of where this journey is going to take you. Now, with the number 2 on this card, being the Two of Wands, 2 is the number of the healers, the helpers, those one-on-one connections. That's a part of this higher calling for you. Whichever way the journey takes you, I feel like as long as you are serving other people, serving spirit in some way, you can't go wrong. I almost feel like that's your North Star. How am I serving? Whether it's yourself, your family, but it's going to be those one-on-one connections are the most important versus, talking in front of the big groups or, going to the big networking events. Mm-hmm. Those are the connections. And then this is the fire energy in the wands. So we're going into April, into Aries fire season. You're going to be really working with that fire. You'll feel the torch being sparked and the magic wand ready to go. And again, those one-on-one connections, you're going to take your powerful torch and light other people's, inspire them. Fire is all about the creation. So, again, this globe can just represent anything, but you're going to manifest exactly what you want it to be. And trust, it's not going to be tomorrow, you know, you turn on the light switch and it's here. It's the journey is all a part of it. Think of the infinity symbol, you know, like we have those highs and we have those lows and we want to rush and just be in the high moments. But the lows and the in-betweens are just as important. That's when we're going to learn and pick up just as much and all those extra people and all those extra lessons. So just kind of staying aware, stopping to smell the roses when you can, and follow those twos. I feel like 222 is going to be calling you for the next few months. Just kind of be open to that, and that'll be your mile marker that you're going in the right direction, and your spirit team is there. In this card too, you'll see the other wand. It's planted firmly behind you because you have other projects around you. Like, you know, it could be representing the family, the career, the whatever. You don't have to hold, you don't have to hold it in front of you because it's there, it's supporting, but it's kind of self-sufficient at this point. So you all have to focus on is just that magic wand in your hand and what you want to do with it. But that's up to you. And, the sky is great because it's not fully in your vision yet, but you're going to keep learning and growing and meeting people, and it's going to guide you exactly where you need to go. Follow your North Star.
I also love that this is our first reading where the code that came up was a word, and the word is happy, if you remember. And so I think of, kind of not losing sight of that North Star, not losing sight of that happiness that is to come at the end of this journey. I just think it's really kismet that, it's our first pull of the night. That was a word, and associated with happiness as well. So not losing sight of that, even in the times of the journey might be hard. Ultimately, it's coming back, and I keep holding this up. I know you can't see it. It's coming back to ultimately that happiness that you're going to find.
Yes.
So I love that.
And just seeing other people getting helped by you, that's going to bring you that happiness. You're such a natural nurturer, so that's where you're going to get your fulfillment from. So hopefully that resonated, love. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Let's do another. Yep, Spirit's here for this next one. They want to chime in. Batsy, is that you, my bats?
Oh, I don't see any yet.
No.
We'll see. All right. So similar, if you're just joining in, I'm about to pull a code for another reading. For the first code that we see come through on our end, we will do a dual reading for you. So let's see. It's like I have like 5. 311. 311. I will not show it to the camera that time.
Or as the cool kids call it, 311.
Oh.
Poster behind your head, right? 311. Let's see who got that one. Scott Roberts, you got it. 311. You're going to have to listen to a song later. All right, so Scott, let us know if you have a specific question. Just want to go with the flow. And we are going to connect on in.
Laughing at Laura's comment.
That's right. She knows.
Oh, what do you got for us, Scott? Go with the flow. You got it.
Will do. Scott, what sign are you? Do you know?
I do not know.
I feel like we should know this.
We should put those on name tags at the next council meeting.
Oh my God, I don't even want to know your name. I just want to know your sign.
I want to know your big 3.
Right? I love it. All right, I have the card, so
you go.
With you.
Yes, you go.
All right, so I'll get you started, Scott. So your card, we have the sun, and it came out reversed. So speaking of happy, that is like the main message when you see the sun. It's very just innocent energy, that inner child, letting them lead the way. It's a naked baby riding on a horse, Scott. Like, what more do you need? That's the message, right? The white horse connects to the new beginnings ahead of you. And there's sunflowers in the background, and the sunflowers connect to the abundance. As we go into the springtime, you could trust that, the abundance is going to come along with it. The harvest is going to begin to grow along with you. Really, when the sun comes out, it's about living your best life, just staying away from the drama, following your bliss, letting that guide you. Just very innocent energy. Again, ask little kid Scott, what would you like to do? Now, this is the 19th card in the deck, that 1 + 9, that adds up to a 10. So another 10 coming up tonight. I feel like, October is going to be a big shift for a lot of us with it coming up so much. Oh, Aquarius, I love that. That makes sense. That's why you are just such a bowl of wisdom in there, like amazing. So ask 10-year-old Scott. I'm sure, he would have some cool ideas for to lead the way, or what would make him happy. Maybe that's where you can start going in healing too. It did come out reverse. So when it comes out reverse, there's still some healing to happen around this. Are you truly living your most happiest life? Are you really following your bliss? Like, I know you're a free soul. You go, you do what you want to do. There's always that little something extra. There's always that shadow that we can go deeper in. Maybe, when you're meditating later or just the eyes are closed, say, show me age 10. And whatever pops up, it's relevant for some reason, see it. So he's coming up. So he wants to talk to you. So see what comes up when you say, show me age 10. That's a place to start. And it might not be age 10 that comes up. You might just be sitting in a classroom, or you might be sitting at a dinner table, or whatever it is. That memory is important for some reason or another. So follow it, what just happened before, what's going to happen, who's around you, what was just said, what music is playing, any little details that you can get from that memory. It's probably relevant, and it's probably relevant to whatever you're going through right now too. Healing that, you're going to notice why it's still triggering right now and what needs to be healed in this timeline where we are right now. So, get in there and talk to him. I say start at age 10, but then, go ahead, or maybe even it's the cycle of 10 years. And, a lot of people got the 10. So everyone tonight, lay down and say, show me age 10. Let me know what you get. Maybe you'll be standing at the ice cream truck with no shoes in your bathing suit. Like, it could be the weirdest looking thing, but I guarantee it's coming up, pops right out of the subconscious. And if nothing comes up, that's okay too. Try again another time. But you are truly destined to just be living your best life, and anything that's holding you back from that, there may be things that you're still projecting. Maybe you did get burnt trying to live your best life at age 10, or maybe someone told you it wasn't okay to be your authentic self. There's all that blue on here. That's our authenticity, our throat chakra. Maybe it felt a little stifled at that time, but you should be this naked baby riding away on a horse. So, we're going to clear out anything blocking you from doing that and help you to really live your best life, because this is truly the happiest card in the deck. And it's there, the sun, bring in that sunshine. You are sunshine to us. So we want that to be your life all the time. And we're going to help you however we can, digging deep down in there. And let's see how this card connects in.
Yeah. And not surprisingly, they relate. I'm never surprised when that happens. And for this one, I also never know the right way to pronounce this one. I want to say boots, but I know that's not it. I believe it's bootes. And so this is, I'm going to try to get the glare off. This is the bear driver. And so the bear driver is all about overcoming odds with your eyes open and your head up. With this one, so we just went through our big bear and our little bear, Ursa Major and Minor. This is the one who is driving the bears. This is the one who is kind of hunting the bears in the night sky, getting them where they need to be. And obviously when you're in those spaces, it's very important when you are driving those bears to make sure you're paying attention to the things that are going on around you, and that you are able to overcome any of the difficulties by not forgetting to keep your head up and your eyes open. So as you go on that kind of journey of reflection, going into any of that healing, any of that inner child work or that shadow work, really paying attention and not shying away from it, being able to really lean into it, to lean into the potential discomfort, and knowing that to get through that healing and overcoming those odds, being able to really embrace those things with your eyes open, really being able to embrace it. Eyes open, you're strong, you're facing it head on, and knowing that it might be difficult to go through those things, but being able to do so and embracing the difficulties are what will ultimately help you overcome those things and get through some of that healing and that release that might need to happen. So making sure that, again, in that piece, you're able to do so and not maybe shy away from the things that might hurt, or might be painful, might just be newly remembered things that are coming through to you, knowing that you can do so with your eyes open and your head up to really embrace those changes and embrace what might be coming next.
Exciting things coming next. So we're just, doing all the energetic tune-up we need to before that all comes into play. I love the way that those cards just totally connected.
Yes.
And Scott, since you got the 311, I have a song for you, because she is saying, lean into it, and please listen to this song. And anyone else that feels guided, I feel like you'll all resonate. It's called Lucid Dreams by 311. When we sign off, I ask everyone, put it on if you can. wait till you hear it, and it's going to resonate with everybody. And I feel like it's going to be the perfect song to take us all into spring. It's such good vibes. So, you know, we gotta pay respect. It was just 3/11 day on Saturday. They were part of the reason that Venus Moon is even here. So some good vibes for you guys. Lucid dreams. We were just talking about the dreaming, you know, and traveling and all that too. So it'll definitely resonate, but lean into it. When the world is crumbling down, crashing at your feet, just lean into it. And that's like what the lyrics are. So I'm excited. You know, we're doing the shadow work, and when it hurts, it's like that's some of the most important parts to pay attention to. And I have some goosebumps. So yes, I'm excited. I feel like I need to listen to it too.
We'll put it on after.
Yay, right? All right, at 7:49, I think that we can squeeze one more in if you feel.
Absolutely.
Wait, we're your third reading with 311.
Huh.
What does that mean?
That
Are you reading for Nicholas Hexum, the lead singer of 311? Yeah, you're going to have to elaborate on that. All right, so let's do one more reading, you guys. Squeeze it in. Who's it going to be? And keep hanging in because we got this really cool gift. You got a bag of crystals in there that I don't know what's in there. Oh my gosh, she picked you guys some good stuff. Wait, I don't even want to. Wait, oh my gosh.
we got some.
There's some fun stuff, plus the bookmark. There's not too many names in this bowl either. So, I mean, if you want to squeeze in those last. Wait, you won with code 311 before? That's freaking weird. See, you're meant to listen to them. Start with that song. Amber is the color of your energy.
Third reading.
But
live.
Share the video, comment that you shared.
All right. And again, if you're just jumping on, I'm going to pull out a code. The first code that we see come through, that will be our next reading. All right. My lucky number 3.
Perfect. 3. Closing out March. Ida, I did get you. Laura Ann, I don't think I got you. All right. Chrissy Michelle, you are our last reading of the night. Yay. Congrats. And you guys keep hanging in because Katie's got some more fun stuff to talk about. You're not going to want to miss it. You're going to want to win this. The 3s are around. 3 is the number of community and connecting with others. You know, it's putting yourself out there. It is the number of the childlike energy, connecting with the inner child, using your charm. So perfect number for the social butterfly that you are, Scott, that it's around you. Follow those 333s.
And Chrissy says, go with the flow.
Love it. Yay, another Chrissy.
And you see Riley?
Yep, Riley and Aaron. I got you guys.
Perfect. All right, Chrissy. That's Chrissy. We'll see what we got for you. Ooh. So I think it's really interesting that a lot of the cards that we're pulling tonight are really about like journey and strength and resilience. And I just think to all of the energetic shifts coming up in the next week with just so many different things with the new moon and the spring equinox and the Pisces going into Aries season and all that fun stuff. So we're all on some really great journeys, and I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
So for you, Chrissy, I have Hercules. Oh, let's see. Hercules, also known as the Kneeler, probably one of the most well-known heroes that's in the night sky. So with Hercules, with his mythology, and you think of him in the night sky before he was kind of immortalized in the stars, Hercules had to overcome 12 really, really, really difficult tasks and trials that he was given by another goddess. Basically, she just didn't like him. That's the long and the short of his story. And so he had to go through all of these really, really, really difficult trials. A lot of the other constellations were formed as a result of the trials that Hercules overcame. So thinking about Cancer, the crab, Scorpio, the scorpion, the Hydra, like a lot of those different kind of more monsters and beings that are in the sky, were immortalized after they had a face-off with Hercules. And Hercules is all about that, all about the adversity, overcoming challenges, and hardship. And so while there are a lot of heroes in the night sky, and there's a lot of different journeys that happen, when it comes to Hercules, a lot of the things that he had to face really were just kind of thrust upon him. And so even though there may be those times where you have that adversity, you have that kind of almost feeling it's one after another. It's not just one difficult trial that he had to overcome. He didn't have to use his strength and his cunning just once and he was like, I'm good now. He had to go through it 12 times before he was able to succeed. And so if you think about that in a journey in overcoming challenges, knowing that even though those times may feel like, okay, I am on number 9 now. It is coming one after another. I know there's going to be other difficulties that might come after. Knowing that even those times where it might feel like one thing after another is just not going your way, you have that strength and that resilience that Hercules had to really just keep going when all you want to do is just kind of lay down your sword and rest and not do anything else. So really taking on his strength to know that even when those challenges keep coming and your journey might be the most difficult, knowing that you have that kind of glory waiting for you on the other side. So not losing hope, not losing focus, and knowing you have that adversity to overcome any of those hardships that come your way.
What a great message. And I feel like that resonates. If you didn't get through for a reading tonight, I feel like that is for you just as much as it's for Chrissy, because, life is hard. It's definitely, challenge after challenge. And every time you're like, enough, then universe is like, challenge accepted. Like, we're going to give you another one now. So call in that Hercules. I freaking love that. I call in Venus and work with her same way. Call in Hercules when you need the extra power and motivation and energy boost. And let's see, with that, we got this one again. So I'm actually going to pull you a second one. So this is the 10 of Wands reversed for you two. So we pulled this card already tonight. So I'm going to sum it up really quick, and then I'm going to just add a little bit extra message. 10 of Wands, it's a heavy load on your back. You're carrying a lot of different ideas, projects, other people's stuff, your own stuff, just kind of piling it on. And 10 is the number of endings and new beginnings. Closing one door, opening up some new doors ahead of you, clearing out the energetic clutter in order to make room for new stuff to come your way. So, this is really a card of boundaries, saying no, passing some of the projects, delegating to other people. And when it's reversed, it's also yourself, not piling too much on at one time. So that way you can focus more energy into one wand versus trying to juggle 10 different wands at once. It will literally break your back when you're trying to carry too much at one time. So holding, you got a number 10 too. That's age 10. We're all being called. And the perfect way to end it, we got the star.
Oh,
the star, talking about Catie's astrology deck. And this is all about the North Star. That's what this represents on there. And I do believe that is one of the constellations with it as well. But the star is all about, like we were saying earlier, looking up, finding that direction and letting that guide you. Direction is the main word with this. So, once you can kind of clear the clutter, it'll be more clear of the direction that you want to go. Right now, it's hard to see because you're given 10% to 20 things at once rather than, 100% to one thing, really focusing and calm, breathing about it instead of trying to juggle so much. So with the star, I will show you in the card, she's got 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on the land. And I feel like that's part of your gift is you have a good balance of the spiritual and the creative, but you also have the logical that the foot on land represents. You're very smart and, you can combine those things. So just being open to the intuition, but also, being smart and mindful of what you're doing. And she's like pouring out the water and balancing. So just really, sharing the energy how you need to, taking back what you need to. And this adds up to a number 8. 8 in numerology is the power number. It really is. So that goes right with, stepping in your power and being strong. Definitely like a Hercules type of number. And 8 on its side is the infinity symbol. So, this is a cycle of your life where you kind of pile too many things on at once and you get overloaded and you get exhausted and you're just like, enough. Or, this could be representing all the different challenges that Hercules is talking about. It really does seem like it's never one thing at a time. It's always like one thing then another or like 5 things at once. So this is just kind of telling you clear what you can so that way you can see a little bit more clearly of what you need to focus on. The star came out reversed because you don't quite have that direction yet. Not until You clear what needs to be cleared. And this is the perfect weekend for it. You know, by the time this new moon comes on Monday, it's a great time to write, hey, we got number 10 so many times. So let's all write a list from 1 to 10 this weekend, whether it's tonight or over the weekend, and go into this Aries new moon and maybe like burn that list and say, we're ready. We're ready to put this out into the universe. We're ready to manifest and release what we need to clear that clutter. But what a powerful time for everybody. These cards are just repeating, stay strong, stay focused, stay motivated, and release. Not take into the springtime the junk from the winter. The bears come out of hibernation and they got the like extra stuff to, the extra weight on their bodies, and they're like all tired and groggy, and then they just quickly start burning it off. They just get right into action. And that's kind of, we're all being called into action now. So I hope that made some sense. Hold on to that number 8 too. I feel like that's important for you and for anyone else that resonates with, that power management type of number. You're good at managing a lot at once, but you don't want to throw too much at once. So thank you guys so much for hanging. I'm glad that resonated with you, Chrissy.
I love that. It also makes me think of, I love Parks and Rec. It's one of my favorite shows. And it makes me think of good old Ron Swanson and one of my favorite quotes from him saying, don't half-ass 2 things, whole-ass 1 thing.
Oh my God, I love that.
So thinking of that journey and those steps you need to take, just whole-ass 1 thing at a time.
I freaking love that. Everyone write that down. And Laura, see, 8/8 is your birthday. We're talking about the 8. So that message was for you just as much as it was for Chrissy, trying to manage all the shit that's happening at once. Like, it's all we can do. Mm-hmm. So, Catie, any last things you want to throw out there? Let's hear it. And you guys hang in because we're going to pick our gifts.
Yeah, and we'll talk about the little basket we have over here in a moment. But like I mentioned earlier, I'm a Reiki master teacher as well. So I also love mindfulness, meditation, all those kinds of things, really just different ways to connect with energy and connect with people in different ways. So there are other things on my website as well that also is about energizing and supporting you as well as your space. So kind of support of yourself in 2 different ways. If you are ever looking for individual Reiki, which is a form of energy healing, if you could not already tell with my bookmarks, I am very aligned with the chakras. So usually I like to kind of tune in with your chakras, see what your body might need, and just kind of help it get the energy it needs or help release energy that's no longer serving you. So different things. There's a lot more information I can give about Reiki and what it is. If you're not familiar, feel free to reach out and I'm happy to answer any questions. But if you're also ever looking for individual coaching, support with different mindfulness or meditation opportunities, feel free to connect with me, and you can either book an individual one-on-one session, or I do different pop-up workshops and things as well. Again, usually in the South Jersey or southeastern Pennsylvania area. On Monday, I'll be back in this space at the Venus Moon.
Do we have space left for this?
There are a couple seats left. So if you are in the South Jersey area, in Glendora, New Jersey, or around this area, there are some spots at 8 o'clock on Monday evening for the spring equinox. I'll be leading a group Reiki and meditation. If you are interested in joining that at all, there is an event on Facebook, but feel free to message me or email me, Instagram, Facebook, email, however you want to reach me, just to let me know that you are interested in attending. And then on my website, there's a bunch of other events and things that are up there as well, and some different things that are coming up. So I can find some different ways to connect with folks in different ways. So a lot of different opportunities.
I love this. I love that we had the live right before the equinox, and then we get to celebrate the equinox together. And if you guys want to be in one of the most powerful spaces in New Jersey with somebody so incredible, I went to her last guided meditation here, and it was exactly what I needed. And I'm so excited that we get to start spring off with Catie. Then she'll give us that Reiki. It's going to be amazing. So, her contact info, if you go into the description of the video, there's her Instagram on there. And share your website one more time.
So my website is Kata Energy, Kata energy.com. You'll also find my email and Instagram and everything linked off of my website. But my email is just Catie, Catie, at kataenergy.com. Or you can find me on Instagram at Kata_energy as well if you want to follow me on Instagram. If you did not get a reading today and you're still looking for a reading, on Thursdays I also do free card pulls on my Instagram. So you can just comment on my Instagram story and I'll pull a card for you later on tonight or tomorrow morning as well. So
I love it. You guys
to connect.
Go give her a follow. If you're on Instagram, give her a follow. She posts such beautiful aesthetic stuff too. And you'll get to be one of the first people to hear about all her cool craft she works on. So yay.
Yeah. So
Thank you, Catie. Oh my gosh. Yes. Who's ready to see the basket? We're going to keep you in suspense of who the winner is. Let's show you what's in it first.
So if you couldn't already tell, I went with a little spring theme. So there's a lot of different things with just flowers and blooming and some kind of aesthetic and pretty things. So we got a cute pair of like flora socks that are here. And I can hand
love
these
these.
to you.
These socks are so cute. They're actually like sheer sock too, but then
so
there's
cute.
some spots that are not. They have crystals and leaves and so pretty.
We got a mushroom because of course we need to have a little crystal mushroom, as well as an accompanying little crystal acorn.
Aw, and this mushroom is polychrome jasper, and I think this is perfect because polychrome, it kind of looks like a map, and that's what its job is to help you map out the next part of the journey. It's also a nice grounding energy stone, so really cool, nice size mushroom. Yes. A little acorn. This looks like a snow white agate acorn.
And we also just got some fun, a little rainbow keychain and a little floral roller.
So rainbows remind us that the rainbows come after the storm. So, you know, stuff gets crazy, but the beauty is still coming. Let's see, this roller is a banishing roller. So we're talking about clearing and cleansing. This is great. You know, put it on every day to just clear away everyone else's energy.
We also have a root chakra pendant.
Catie hooked you guys up.
Gotta take some time to connect back with the earth. It is beautiful outside today. Yes. For those of you that are up in our area of the United States, it is a beautiful day outside. So taking some time to connect back with the earth with some grounding in the root chakra. And then there's also 5 different crystals.
Oh my goodness. That's so funny because I was going to pull one of these and then I was like, nah. It was in there already. Yep. That's why
it was meant to be in there. We have a green gold stone, and I wrote these down because I knew I was going to forget. A green gold stone.
Oh, you can't even tell. It's so pretty, sparkly green.
It's very pretty. I have a blue gold stone, and the green one is just so it's beautiful. A cherry blossom agate.
The cool thing with the flower agates and the cherry blossom agates, it's like. You plant your seeds and then the seeds sprout and bloom just like your intentions, and that's what working with these will help with. Helping, you know, hold it, think of your intentions, and visualize yourself planting them as seeds, and these will help bring them into reality.
The 2 other agate pieces as well, a flower agate and a moss agate.
Beautiful. So nice piece of flower agate. Nice big size too. Love the moss. Bring in that earth connection. This is a really unique looking piece of it too.
It is. That was a cool piece that jumped out. It's a pretty one.
I'm gonna stare at that before I send it off.
I needed to throw a little bit of me in here too. So there's also an Aurora Borealis quartz. It's beautiful, and also the Northern Lights are so pretty.
Oh right, Catie, why don't you just tell us all about how you were in Iceland and got to see the Northern Lights?
I didn't get to see them.
You didn't?
No, I have been to Iceland, but it was during the time of the midnight sun. So the sun never sets.
Nuh-uh. Oh, so
during the summer months.
So we got to go back.
We have to go back.
I'm saying because I'm coming. We'll make a retreat out of it.
We'll go to Iceland.
Wow.
And then again, as a reminder, whoever is also the winner of this basket, you will be able to pick one of the bookmarks as well, whichever one speaks to you. Have the 7 different chakras available or 7 different colors, just whatever is speaking to you today.
Oh my goodness. Catie, this is an awesome gift. Thank you so much for hooking it up today.
Thank you for
Good
having
stuff.
me.
Oh my gosh, please, it was an honor. Oh, and I didn't tell you guys on this necklace too. This is an awesome necklace. You have black tourmaline, garnet, and red jasper. So a little raw chunk of each. So that's really great. You know, very protective and grounding. All right, you guys. So we're gonna pick our winner. Shut up, Scott. You lived in Alaska. I cannot wait to have an hour-long conversation about that. I feel like I knew that, but like I didn't comprehend it until just now. All right, so we're gonna let Catie pick the winner. If you want this basket, send those hearts, send those thumbs up. You know, you might have a better chance to win. Who knows? Put those good vibes out there. Look, they all just like folded into one book. All right, we'll fluff it up.
Everybody wants it. We'll give you all the time.
Yeah, right? Just pick everyone at once.
We got some people coming with us to Iceland. Let's
Yay!
go.
Oh my gosh.
Let's go, everyone. Oh man, a retreat in Iceland would be magical.
Could you imagine? Let's manifest it. Venus is real good at bringing us whatever.
All right. Ida May.
Ida, are you still here? Oh my goodness. Let's see. We'll give her a minute. Yes, everyone's coming. Let us know. We'll rent out a whole plane.
I want to get one of those like glass top igloos. Just
one night
stare at the Northern Lights.
In my mind, I'm like, we'll get a mansion with like 12 bedrooms. We'll find a nice medium between.
As long as it has a room with a glass top that we can see through.
I love it. Well, hang in, guys, because it's going to come. You know, we put it out there. And Ida's here. Yay. Congratulations, yes. Ida. So we will have this for you, and you get to pick your bookmark.
Yes. Ida, let me know if there is a specific bookmark that is resonating with you for tonight. I'll kind of fan them out for you there. So there's the 7 different colors, the 7 different chakras. If there's one that speaks to you most, the root chakra is the red one, solar plexus is the orange. Sacral chakra is the orange, solar plexus is the yellow. We have the green with the heart, the blue with the throat, the purple with the third eye, and the white with the crown.
I'm so happy for you, Ida. Yay, this is you want a reading tonight too. Like, talk about some good luck. Mm-hmm. Spirit is on your side because you're going on some big journey, right? I love it. Mm-hmm. So, yay. Thank you guys all so much. This was so fun. Thank you, Catie. I love you.
That was great.
It was an honor to have you on.
It was an honor to be here.
And you guys make sure give her a follow. Connect with her however you can. She is so magical. And she still didn't talk about all the amazing stuff that she does. And you can get this awesome deck that she used tonight, too. Is that on your website also?
That is on my website. So the deck, it also comes with a title card. And on the back of the title card, there's a QR code that links to a little ebook that gives you a lot more information about the constellation, the story, and also some different card spreads you can do with the deck as well.
It's such a good deck, you guys. Mm-hmm. Treat yourself. Great new deck to work with going into the Zodiac New Year. And that's it. With that, we're going to be signing off. So thank you guys so much. This was super fun. We love ya. And we'll be back in 2 weeks with our big crystal live show. Same time, same channel. Come see us this weekend, too. There's so much fun stuff going on always. So see you guys soon. Love yas.
Thank you.
Happy spring equinox. Yay.